Hi. You all right?
Yeah. It's just a little strange seeing you sitting here alone.
You mean without Molly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels a little strange too. But, I'll get over it. So you got my message?
Yes. It's a little mysterious. Said to meet you, but you didn't say why.
Any hunches?
Well, I just thought that maybe you wanted an update on how the kids are doing.
Yeah, they were pretty disappointed about the wedding not happening, but they're okay, right?
Oh, yeah, they're fine. I don't want you to worry about it. Kids their age get over their hurts pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's the adults that take a little longer to heal. So, in your case, I hope this helps.
Oh, my God. My necklace.
How's your little boy? Johnny, right? What is he, 5? Kids are cute at that age.
Daddy, is that for me?
No, it's, sorry, I don't mean to scare you. It's not ours. It's a mistake. Somebody sent it here thinking they were sending it to somebody else. I'm just gonna put it out in the hallway, okay?
Hello, Craig. Looks like I caught you at a bad time.
You better be careful what you say about my grandmother.
Look, I know what I heard. The lady practically bragged about ruining Craig's life.
She told you that?
No, she was on the phone and I overheard her.
What else did she say? Do you remember?
What, you mean like word for word? She told this lady Francoise about speeding up the plan. And then she said, if I have to hurt my daughter, I want to do it quickly. The sooner that this is all over, the sooner Lily can move on and heal.
Did she say anything else?
Yeah, she saved best for last. She said, I want to see Craig Montgomery ruined as soon as possible. That's the point of all this.
That explains a lot. It explains everything.
What do you mean?
My grandmother made this huge deal about me coming to Oakdale. Now I know the real reason.
Which is what?
If I could serve as a walking, talking distraction to my father, then he would be so focused on me that he would never see it coming when she finally made her move against him.
Well, she doesn't mess around, does she?
She never did.
Okay, look, so I hear Lucinda say all this stuff. Right, you're the big sister, tell me. What should I do now?
Go already!
You said if I stayed, you might forget yourself. Maybe that's what we both need right now.
Dusty, please.
I'm not one of the guys who said they loved you and then bailed.
Oh, no. You're the guy who said you loved me and then slept with somebody else.
I told you what happened.
Do you think that makes it better? Because it doesn't.
This is our whole story right here.
What are you talking about?
It's always what you want, when you want.
Oh, really? Are you calling me self-centered?
No. I'm saying you're amazing. Why do you think I worked so hard to gain your trust?
I did trust you.
Not really. I asked you to marry me. You wouldn't go through with it.
That's because I needed more
You weren't ready. Pushed me away.
And so you sleep with somebody else. That gives you permission to jump into somebody else's bed.
Well, if you were ready, it wouldn't have happened. It's not too late, you know.
What?
I can't stop loving you. So, take it or leave it.
Okay. Put the thingy on me.
The wire?
Yeah, put it on me. Come on, let's go.
Oh, you're in a hurry?
I just saw Blackthorn in Old Town. If I catch up to him in an hour, I can have the information we need about his connection to Craig.
Charlie.
What? Do we need a court order to do this? What? It's so funny. What, this whole thing's a put on, right?
What?
There's no way you're gonna actually let me wear a wire.
Carly,
No,
I was laughing because I love the way you throw yourself into things.
Since when?
Well, you get carried away sometimes. More often than not, fine, but I still love it.
So I can wear the wire.
Well, if I said no, you'd go after Blackthorn on your own, am I right?
Probably. Definitely.
Problem is, we don't know who Blackthorn is linked to.
Well, Jack, that's exactly what we're gonna find out.
Thanks.
Do you really think that we're capable of working together instead of against each other?
Well, now that we're a team, I'm hoping that we can, I don't know, keep each other from charging ahead so quickly, so recklessly.
Okay, well, team or not, as soon as I get the goods on Blackthorn, I'm gonna let you have all the glory.
You're definitely not a cop.
All I care about is seeing Craig get what he deserves. Then I can close this chapter of my life once and for all.
You've got to be kidding me. You seriously want to give me an ultimatum after what you did with Lucy?
I'm sorry you had to see it, but it doesn't have to ruin everything.
What? Am I supposed to just pretend that it never happened?
We're supposed to put it behind us, Janet. I love you.
Yeah, you keep saying that. But those aren't magic little words that are gonna make what happened between you and Lucy into a non-event.
What's going on?
Your mom and I are having a talk.
Oh, I wouldn't really call it that.
Well, whatever you guys are arguing about, stop. This cannot be good for my mom or the baby.
You're right, Liberty. This baby is the most important thing. So you can take that or leave it.
I hope it's not over between us. Unless you want it to be. Take care of yourself.
What happened? Are you okay?
No, I'm really not.
Look, why should I tell Craig? He's a total weasel. I should keep him in the dark for what he did to my mom alone.
That's exactly the kind of cruel, self-serving thing that most people identify with him. Our father has another side.
Yeah. I'm sure he's a closet saint.
Have you ever seen him with Johnny?
Yeah?
So you know that he's capable of great love for his children. Listen, whatever you decide to do, remember, we have a little brother here, too. Whatever affects our father affects him.
Weren't you on your way to D.C.?
Yes, and now I'm on my way home.
Hi, Johnny. Isn't your daddy silly for throwing away a perfectly good clock?
It's not for us.
Hey, Johnny, why don't you go back and finish that drawing you were working on? What are you doing here?
I need some information.
What about?
Oh, let's see. Maybe a little perfume factory that never existed?
Why the sudden interest?
I got a text from Lucy. She was horribly upset, said she wished she had never stepped foot back in this town again.
What does that have to do with a perfume factory?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I really have no idea what you're talking about, Sierra.
Okay, then maybe I will start from the beginning.
How refreshing.
You know, I only signed off on Lucy coming back to town because my mother swore that it was just a plan to make amends with you.
And you believe that?
Let's say that I was just curious. And now it seems that Lucy is being used as a pawn in some game that the two of you are trying to play.
If
off.
she's a pawn, she's Lucinda's pawn. I would never use our daughter for like that.
Well, what about this little perfume factory scam?
What? That was just business.
Okay.
Bad business, it turns out.
Come on now. A savvy operator like you? How did you get burned in a swindle like that?
I think the best term to use would be payback.
Aimed at who? My mother?
Who else?
Go on.
Lucinda kept my son a secret from me, and she bullied you and Lily into going along with her.
I'm not proud of my part in that.
Okay, well then we're even. I did betray you with Lydia, after all.
Right. Let's not forget that.
But Lucinda hasn't paid for anything that she's done. So whatever hurts her, I'm all for it.
And Lily doesn't blame you for what happened to the perfume factory?
Of course not. It wasn't my fault. I hated seeing Lily get crushed like that.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
I care about your sister. I always have.
Oh, please. You care about what she can do for you. As much as Lucy is my mother's pawn, Lily is certainly yours.
No, it's not like that. Lily is a remarkable woman, and she could be magnificent if she can just break free of your mother.
Oh. And you intend to make sure that happens, right? I mean, that's all just part of the payback.
Look, I know this is a lot to ask, but could you not say anything to Lily about this?
You're playing with her life. Do you know that?
I can be good for her. I know I can. I swear it. So we'll keep this between us?
You know, seriously, my priority is to protect Lucy. Anything else, I can't promise. Say goodbye to Johnny for me, all right?
How did you get it back?
I tracked down the pilot who flew us here from Canada and made a deal with him.
What kind of deal?
You remember when you told him it was worth a small fortune? I gave him one.
Oh, hold it. I can't believe you went through all that trouble. I never thought I'd see it again.
Let's put it where everyone else can see it.
That's the sweetest, most generous thing you've ever done for me.
I was just following your lead.
My lead?
Yeah, when we were stuck in Canada, you didn't hesitate in bartering that necklace for a flight home.
Oh, we had to get home.
No, I had to get back. I had to marry Molly. That was a pretty grand gesture on your part.
That was the least I could do. You flew all the way to France to rescue me.
I did, didn't I?
Thank you so much.
You know what? You don't have to thank me. I didn't want you to sacrifice something like that for a wedding that never happened.
Do you miss Molly?
You know, I don't remember you being without that necklace for so long before.
I won't let it go again so quickly, believe me.
Well, you never know.
What do you mean?
You can always hock the necklace if Greg takes all your money. Lily, hold on. Why are you rushing off?
That was a lousy thing to say.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. It was just a bad joke.
Holden, you made a lovely gesture and then you ruin it by taking a dig at Craig.
Yeah, well, I could go on like that all day.
Well, don't.
Lily, come on. I thought you came to your senses about Craig after everything that happened in France.
What happened with Carlisle wasn't Craig's fault. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that.
Right. And he just happened to be there when everything fell apart.
Holden, I told you I don't want you to ever stop caring about me. But that doesn't mean you get to choose who my friends are. And Craig is my friend.
Lily, Craig isn't anybody's friend.
Maybe you should take this back.
No, you know what? Just keep it. You might need it.
I understand my daughter's upset. You have anything to do with that?
You're the last person I'm going to talk to about Lucy.
Will you answer my question?
No, I'm not going to. I'm going up to see Johnny.
You're not scheduled to see Johnny.
I just want to say goodbye to him.
Goodbye? Where are you going?
I'm going away for a few days.
Well, you know what? Take Johnny with you.
What do you mean, take him out of town?
Yeah, sure. It'd be good for him. It'll be like an adventure. And, you know, I've been thinking, I think I've been a little too possessive with Johnny.
What's going on with you? Business going belly up or what?
I don't know what you're talking
Blackie
about.
putting the screws to you for all the money you owe him? Did that bastard threaten Johnny?
Dusty, leave Blackie alone. I'll handle it.
Mom, what happened?
You don't want to know.
Well, take it easy, okay? This can't be good for the baby either. Mom! Mom! What?
He slept with the little princess.
Who?
Lucy.
No.
Yeah. I walk in on him with a flippin' lasagna. And to make matters worse, he thinks that I should just forget about the whole thing.
What?
Yeah. Really?
He's like nuts if he thinks he can do that.
I mean, I could have made matters worse. I mean, I did push him away, and I got pregnant with Jack's baby.
But okay, it's not like you got pregnant because you were having a quickie with your ex. You were trying to save my life. Baby was planned.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything wrong. He did. He's the one who screwed up. Bad choice of words. You know what? This is what I have to say to Dusty Donovan. Good riddance.
Oh, I thought you were in D.C.
I was. I'm on my way back to Montega, but I just had a few loose ends here that I wanted to tidy up beforehand.
Oh. Like trying to drive a wedge between Craig and me? Mother would love it if you could do that. Only it won't work.
I'm out of here.
I can see that Lucy's not the only one in a bad space. How are things going between you and Gabriel?
We're polite to each other. I mean, at least it's not an all-out war.
Well, I think that's an accomplishment, considering how angry he is.
Yeah, I'm doing everything I can to make up for what happened in the past.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Explains what?
Why you're sleeping with my ex-husband.
Unbutton your blouse.
What? Oh, for the... Okay.
That's good enough.
Would you like me to do that?
It's okay. I'm an old hand at this.
I remember. How sensitive is that thing?
I'll pick up every word, every sound, every breath.
Is it on now? Is anyone listening?
No.
Jack. What? The door. What? It's not locked.
Hey, Jack, just the man I... Oh, hey.
Hey.
Sorry. I didn't mean to...
No, it's fine. What's going on?
I'm worried about Lily. Carly, did you know that Craig was Lily's silent partner in Carlisle Fragrances from the very beginning?
We're on it.
We?
What she means to say is that Carly and I, we've been discussing the possibility that Craig might have had something to do with his company going on.
Of course he did. He engineered the whole thing.
Why?
Jack.
Why would he do that? Why would he sink all his money into a place that never existed?
Lily said the same thing. She thinks he's a victim in all this. I don't trust the guy, though.
Oh, neither do we.
I think that maybe you and I should team up, Jack, and get to the bottom of this.
Actually, about that,
You're already on it?
Well, Carly and I, we were just comparing notes on the situation.
Informally.
Okay, all right, I get it. You guys do what you need to do, and I'll do the same.
Hold on, wait, don't try to be a hero here, okay?
Good luck to both of you.
Carly, maybe we should...
Don't! Don't you dare back out on me now. Let's go. We have a job to do.
Hello.
Hey, are you sick or something? Are you okay? Is the baby okay?
Blackie?
Yeah. Look, I'm at the diner. I was expecting to see you, and when I didn't, I got worried.
I'm fine. The baby's fine.
Oh, good. Good. Okay.
Well,
since I got you on the phone, I really want to apologize for kissing you.
You already apologized.
Once isn't enough. I can tell you're still ticked by the tone in your voice.
I'm not mad at you. Never mind.
What were we gonna say?
Nothing.
You sure you're okay? You don't sound so hot.
I'm a little upset. No big deal.
About what?
Nothing.
If you want, I can come over.
No, thanks. Last time that happened, things didn't turn out too well.
I understand. I won't push. If you should change your mind, you're lonely, whatever, I'll be at the Lakeview, so maybe I'll see you later, huh?
You think you're a tough guy, Blackie?
Well, you know what? I'd back off if I were you.
You lean on Craig all you want, but nobody threatens my son.
Dusty, I'm leaving the same message I left 5 minutes ago and 10 minutes ago, and I'll continue to leave until you get it. Stay away from Blackthorn. Jocelyn, is Johnny okay? No, I'm just checking in. Good. Well, tell him I'll be there as soon as I can. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hey, look, I need to talk to you.
Gabriel, now's not a good time.
There's something that you should know.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure you hate me for it already.
Okay, look, it's not about me, and it's not just about you. It could affect Johnny.
Nothing's going to happen to my son. I'm making sure of that. Do you understand? And if you're a good son, you'll stay away from me too. What? You're always saying you want nothing to do with me. You should be happy as hell now.
Did Mother tell you I was sleeping with Craig?
Well, not in so many words, no.
Of course not, because it's not true.
She also said that I would be naive if I believed that you were just friends.
Oh, that's just Mother's hatred for Craig talking, and a little guilt and paranoia and the need to control thrown in. You know, typical Mother.
Yeah. So, you and Craig are just buddies?
Yes. You seem relieved.
Yes, I have to admit I am.
So it would have bothered you if we'd been sleeping together?
Yeah, it would. But not out of jealousy. I mean, I'm way, way past that. And I'm not judging you. I'm not, believe me.
What is it then?
Lily, it's just that if you get involved with Craig, it's more like a war than a commitment. There will be casualties. Take it from a vet.
So then your advice would obviously be
to stay away from him. Because if you're not careful, you will be hurt. Or worse, it is unavoidable.
He's changed, Sierra.
He wants you to believe that he's changed.
I got the same exact warning from Holden and Carly and Mother, of course. In fact, everyone's been telling me that. I don't need to hear the same thing from my sister.
So then I guess you don't want to hear it from me either?
See? I haven't seen you in ages, and this is how you greet me, with a warning about your father?
Well, at least I'm up to date with what's going on in Oakdale.
How are you, sweetheart?
I'll be better once I have a little time and space between me and this town.
Wouldn't it just be great if for once you could come to Oakdale and not have some painful surprise or disappointment?
What, did something happen when you got here?
I'm not sure I can go into the whole story.
Well, obviously there is a story, which means the two of you didn't end up in Oakdale as a coincidence. Did my mother have something to do with it? Did she enlist you in some sort of joint mission?
Well, she called Lucy first.
Grandmother asked me to come here to help my dad.
Help Craig? How?
Well, she was a little vague on the details, but she mentioned something about wanting to make amends with him.
And then she managed to convince me that if Lucy came here, it would be a win-win for everyone, that she would get a chance to meet Gabriel, and that she could see firsthand that Craig and Dusty had forgiven her for running away with Johnny. And, last but not least, she could be a good distraction for Craig.
To keep him away from me.
Oh, yes, there was one other thing. She thought it was a perfect opportunity for Lucy to get Dusty back.
Wow, that's quite a list.
How did grandmother develop such a killer instinct? She's ruthless.
Well, I think when you come from nothing like she did, you do anything you can to survive, and you never look back.
Remorse is for losers. She told me that once, like it was the moral to a fairy tale.
You know, it's kind of inspiring in a scary sort of way. I mean, she completely reinvented herself. She was Mary Ellen Walters, and then she became Lucinda Walsh.
Yeah, never looked back.
Yep, there's a lot to admire there. Just as long as we never turn out like her.
Oh my God, never.
No way.
I know just how you feel.
Why do I still love the guy? Only Dusty would give me a print of the Mona Lisa.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you threaten my son, you're gonna get hurt.
The only threats I know about are coming from you.
You can fool Janet with your golden boy pitch, but I know who you are.
Really? I want to hear it. Come on.
You're garbage.
Dusty, I said I'd handle him.
You better. If you don't, I will.
What the hell's the matter with you, huh? Sending an elite on me in public? Not too classy and not too smart.
I didn't send anybody. Dusty has this Dodge City mentality. He thinks every disagreement should be settled in the street with a shootout at high noon.
Yeah, right. And how do you think things should be settled?
Calmly, reasonably. We're businessmen. We know how the world works.
Remind me.
We identify a problem. We make it clear where we stand. We negotiate, and the problem goes away.
That's good, except for one thing. There's nothing to negotiate. You owe me money. I want it back.
I understand that, but...
No, there's no buts. I want my money. Time's a wasting. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Hopkins, you remember Carly, don't you?
Sure, it's good to see you again. We're all set, Jack.
Great, good. Once you make contact with Blackthorn, assuming you do, Officer Hopkins and I are going to be monitoring your conversation from in here.
Yes. I get that.
I'm just doing this by the book.
You know what they say about old habits.
Yeah, I confess, guilty as charged. Where's our bird?
Oh, Phelps just called. Said he's on his way back here to the hotel right now.
Which means he's obviously going to be coming through the lobby.
And that's where I'm headed.
Yeah, Carly, just a quick couple of things, okay? If Blackthorn's not talking, don't push him. I'd rather we try again than risk making him suspicious.
Jack, don't worry.
And if he is talking, then don't steer him to what we want to hear. Not too fast, okay?
Jack, I know what I'm doing.
Right. I know. Be careful.
Jack. Hopkins is listening.
Good luck.
I think those up there look thirsty.
I didn't see you walk up.
You were busy.
More than you know.
Something wrong?
I just had a surprise visit from Lucy and Sierra.
Are they still in there?
No, they just left.
How'd that go?
Fine, actually.
Really?
We made a solemn pledge that we would never turn into women like my mother.
Well, the original is more than enough.
That may be the one thing you, Sierra, and Lucy and I ever agree on.
Are you okay?
I want to trust you. I want to believe that you genuinely are my friend.
But Sierra and Lucy, and especially your mother, believe I'm the devil incarnate.
They think I'm insane to have any faith in you.
Do you trust me?
Lily?
I know what people say about me. I'm a liar. I'm a cheat. I'm out for myself, but I promise you, you can trust me.
The problem is you've said that before to everyone that you've ended up hurting.
I know. I've made more mistakes than I can count, so don't take my word for it. Let me prove to you that I can be counted on.
How?
By turning defeat into victory.
I don't understand.
You and I will come back stronger than ever as partners. And we will achieve every single goal that we set out to do.
Is that even possible?
That's a guarantee, Lily. All it takes is money. But this time it's going to take your money.
Dusty.
Lucy, hold on a second.
Wow, you really don't want to have anything to do with me, do you?
Listen to me, listen. You gotta stay away from me right now. You gotta stay away from your father as well.
Why? What's wrong?
I can't go into details. You don't want to know too much anyway.
Some kind of trouble?
Yeah, might get ugly.
Well, you don't have to worry about me. Not that you've spent much time doing that.
I spent a lot of time doing that.
Oh, come on, Dusty. We both know where your heart lies.
I'm sorry.
So am I. None of this had to happen. At least not this way. If you're gonna be in some kind of trouble, you're gonna need this.
That's a good luck charm I gave you.
Yeah, well. Didn't work for me. Lucy? I'm coming. Look, you know, I've never been good at goodbyes, but I just want to say one last thing. I hope Janet figures out what a great guy you are. Because if she doesn't, she's a damn fool. Bye, Dusty.
My father's a jerk. What's your excuse?
My mom won't make up her mind whether she loves Dusty or hates him.
Yeah, maybe she loves him and hates him.
Don't complicate things. I'm trying to help her figure things out, but I don't know how.
Yeah, sometimes I have no clue how to even look at Craig.
It's the same with my mom. All of a sudden, I'm like this powerless, clueless kid.
Yeah. You want to trade parents?
No way. My mom definitely drives me nuts, but Craig, you can have him, thank you very much.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Testing, testing. I am in the lounge. And I'm in business.
Mr. Blackthorne. Anthony Blackthorne.
Have we met?
No. No. But I have heard a lot about you.
Good things, I hope.
No, not good things. Amazing things. Would you care to have a drink with me?
How could I say no?
Thanks.
Scotch and soda? Lady?
Just soda for me, thank you.
You're not drinking?
No, I shouldn't. Alcohol makes me crazy.
What amazing things have you heard about me?
First and foremost, that you've got a rags to riches story for the ages, which it turns out you do. I did my homework.
Homework for what?
An article I'm writing about you. I have a financial blog. I figured to get my facts straight, I should just go to the source and get to know him better. A lot better, if possible.
She's good. Well, my life really isn't all that interesting.
And he's modest, too. Mr. Blackthorne, you are one of the top commodities traders in the region.
There are dozens of people who've made a bigger mark than I have, so.
Perhaps. But they didn't have to come as far as you did to make it. You were, let's face it, you were little more than a juvenile delinquent when you were a teenager.
I got in trouble, yeah.
And now you've come out the other side as this. So how did you do it? Most young men in that situation, they would have become lost, or forgotten, or worse.
Actually, I know lots of guys like that. My old neighborhood was full of them.
You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You beat the odds. You made it. You more than made it. What's your secret?
This is I have one.
Just a hunch. Come on. You can tell me. We'll keep it strictly off the record.
On the next As the World Turns. Sponsored by Pine Sol, the intense scent of real clean.
The man that's after me. No, it's not a man who's after you, Craig. He's listening to Walsh.
Where are you going?
That Avalon Castle, it's by the lake.
With Liberty?
With Blackie.
What are you doing?
I'm looking out for you. You're dating somebody who's cheating on you.
The only thing I want right now